Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting, fun-filled, fact-filled episode of Two Hands in a Radio. And today we're going to look at the Degen DE-321. This comes all the way from China. Took about 4 weeks to get. And I got it for $12 on eBay. And I thought we would just take a look at it. I think in the one of the earlier reviews we did another Degen model. I can't remember the model number. What was it, DE-22 or whatever, the little orange radio that was kind of cute. And I thought we'd just kind of spend some time and tool around the Degen brand and see what this one has to offer. Let's just dig in. I have not opened this up. And so what you see is going to be the first thing that I see. And kind of a neat looking little radio. Kind of, I mean, it's basic, but yet kind of cool. Let's see if we have any goodies underneath. Degen likes to put stuff underneath. Oh, of course. Well, look at this. We've got earphone. We've got a paper manual, which that's good. But here's the big thing. This is amazing. This automatically starts the radio at a 5 rating. The handy wrist strap is not attached. If I want it, I can put it on, and if I don't want it, it can stay in the bottom of the box. Oh, I love it. More people need to take that example, follow that example, and leave that stupid wrist strap off of radios. And that's just neat. Like I said, you automatically start at a 5 when you do that. So here it is. Really cool looking radio. It's got a nice feel to it. Very powder coat kind of plastic. I'm seeing things I like already. The band, we'll take a tour of it here in a minute, but the band switch on top, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but each band has a colored piece of plastic in there that moves around with the switch so you can tell exactly where you're at. 5, 6, 4, 2, 1, and then you've got FM there, and then medium wave, 1 and 2 for FM, and AM broadcast or medium wave. And so the front of it, we've got a very small little speaker, probably 1.5 inches maybe. I don't know if you can see it or not. Analog dial. It's got a very crisp dial. What would that be called? A needle? I don't even know what the technical term of that is. I've seen some that are kind of thick and you don't really know where you're at. This is really crisp, and it's thin, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, really. It just caught my eye. Of course, we've got our bands here, FM 1 and 2. Let's see, FM 1 and 2, possibly television, or what is that in there? There is something inside the radio that blocks, and I don't know, there again, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a piece of something, almost looks like cloth inside. I think I know what that is. Oh, let's try to fix our problem. It was. This little tab here, you tuck it down and put your batteries in, which we might as well do while we're back here. What that does is makes it easier to pop the batteries out when you have to replace them. And that was inside the dial. So we took care of that problem. Let's just put these in. And you see how that goes in, and if you tug on that, then your battery will pop out really easy. Not my most favorite thing, but it's more, that's good enough. It's more favorite than a wrist strap. So now we can see our FM1 and FM2. Okay, your FM2 goes all the way down to 64 megahertz. And then the FM1 is the standard FM that we know here, goes from 87 to 108 megahertz. I don't know if the FM2 maybe is the TV stations that we don't have here in the US. All of ours are digital now, but it might be able to pick up television stations. I don't know. Whatever you can pick up at 64 megahertz, this will do it. Then the medium wave kicks in. And what I like about this also is each band goes from top to bottom, but they're alternating colors, black and silver, so you can really pinpoint where you're at easier. And I like that. You can focus on each band better. So with that, we're going to roll over to the other side. We've got a tuning knob and a volume knob. And I've yet to find an on-off switch. Okay. And we'll go to the back here. Oh, there it is. We go to the back. This is fresh out of the box. We've got a kickstand that I like. That is really rough, but that's okay. So we've got a kickstand. It tells us also on the back the different bands. It covers, shortwave covers from 5.7 to 21.95 megahertz. Not terrible. The rest is all just pretty standard stuff. And the batteries, you already saw that part of it. And then on this side, we've got a power switch on off. We've got a DC adapter, place for a DC adapter. Our headphone jack. And on the top, we've already covered the band switch. And we've got the antenna here. Swivels, it's very nice. And I do have my patented tape measure here just to see how long the antenna is. And I'm going to give it about 17.5 inches. So, and I think maybe they're all standard size. I don't know. Some of them have been really short, and this one seems to be about normal, about 17 inches or so. So let's fire this up and just give it a quick look. We're going to follow our shortwave rules today. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon, so everything from shortwave 3 on over, we might hear something. Everything from shortwave 3 that way on down, probably not going to hear much. So we'll kind of overlook that side of it right now. And there we go. So that's FM right now. Got a nice tone to it. Wow, that's got, for such a small speaker, that's got a great FM sound to it. I'm curious about 2. Probably, like I said, I can't imagine anything to be down there. Because we start here, we start at 87 and going up. So yeah, there's nothing there. Then you go to the medium wave.
Well, we're going to make sure we hear what Greeny had to say about that. Get Dan's take on the subject, then you will hear my take on the subject. That comes your way. 5.5 December up 2.5 cents. Live cattle December.
Okay, there's our local station. At least it's halfway aligned. 1010 came in. 1010 will be right at 1,000 there, if you can see that.
As our high
So it's
this afternoon will top
fairly well aligned.
3 degrees. We're warmer for the weekend. Saturday mostly sunny. High of 8.
You're seeing my reflection of the sky and everything in this thing. Well, let's move on over because I think we're interested in the shortwave reception. Let's go to shortwave 3. Very easy to pop over and say, well, there I am. Let's just start at the top because that's where WWV lives. There you go. Wow, that's pulling it in good. So if you played along at home and watched other videos, you know this is our WWV is the timestamp, the universal timestamp. That is amazingly clear today. Well, let's move on. We all know about that, and let's move on. Well, Brother Stair's still on the air even after the hurricane. Okay, let's move over. There's 11.6, and we'll come back up. Just see if we get anything. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, Radio Havana, Cuba. You just heard them announce that. As hard as they were battered by Hurricane Irma, they never lost their on-the-air capability. And let's move on over here. Okay, there's something there. It really picks up some stuff. Okay. There was WWV, 15 megahertz. There's that. And there again, I'm not after trying to identify every station. I'm just kind of rolling through just to see what it can do. Try one more here. And this will be in the, yeah, 17 to 18. Probably not going to be much there. We can go on up. Now there's something there at 21.5 something. I just heard something pass by. Okay. Yeah, we'll turn that down. Not too bad for early afternoon. Probably shouldn't be picking up a whole lot of stuff, and it seemed to pull that in pretty nice. And how interesting is that? Wow. I like the feel of it. I like the look of it. This would be, it is the size of a deck of cards and probably not as thick. Just fit in your shirt pocket or pants pocket. You can take it with you anywhere. And this is a lot more fun than I thought. Did I already say I got this $12 on eBay? Did I say that much? I don't know if I said that or not. This was $12 with the magical radios under $20. And well worth $12, I'll tell you that. I didn't know what to expect with this one. I didn't know. It can either be good or it can be really bad, one of the two. And this surprises even me. The tone quality is, wow. The tone quality is awesome. That's fantastic. I don't know if these vents back here, if they're vents or if they're there to add some bass to it. I don't know. But the tone quality, and I don't know how well it shows up in the video or how the tone quality shows itself in the video. But it sounds really, really good for just an 1.5 inch speaker or so. That was impressive. And it's well thought out. It's simple. It's easy to use. Did I have to read the manual? Nope. And just pick it up and you can just use it. And that's a nice feature. And if you're just starting out, this is not a bad little radio to get a hold of and just spin the knob on and try it out. So with that, our favorite part of the show is probably the end. The favorite part of the show. On a 1 to 10, I would easily give this a 7. It's a nice little radio. Normally I can nitpick things. This kickstand started out to be a little tough, and maybe it'll loosen up with age, as you use it. Some of them are so flimsy, I'm afraid that they'll just break. And it's a thick plastic. So maybe that's the only negative I really have. It works as it should. The reception on it, you could see it was pulling some stuff in. When you can get WWV on 10 and 15 megahertz, that's not all bad. And not a bad little radio. So I'll give it a solid 7. And we'll put that back in the little box, and there it is. So this has been a review of the Degen DE-321. I don't think there's a lot of reviews out there on this one, so I kind of wanted to throw that out here. And if anybody's looking at them and trying to decide, I'm always partial to these analog dials. Don't know why. Digital display is nice. I'm not going to complain about that because it's more accurate. I mean, you can, if somebody says go to 9395 or 7490 or 1514, whatever it is, you can, even if you don't have a direct entry keypad, you can use the tuning knob and get right there, accurately get there. Now, if the radio is aligned properly to where that's the actual frequency, that it's aligned for, that's a whole nother question. But you left the little wrist strap off, and that just really set the day for me. That was a good deal. With that, I'm going to quit talking. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you enjoy these, hit the subscribe button probably down there, and or hit the like button if you like it. Whatever the intertubers of the world do, and it's a lot of fun, and I've had fun doing this one. So with that, I'm going to say enjoy your weekend. It's Friday. That should be 2 thumbs up, and we will see you at the next review.